dawn of a new era in India. And quite literally so, considering that 1 in every 3 Indians is less than 14 years old. This young India is what marketers are betting big on. And where marketers go, media and entertainment is bound to follow.
The value of Pester Park cannot be denied today. I think kids are exposed to so much and to so many different advertising messages, and their ability to actually influence their parents and to influence their family members to take purchase decisions is huge.
According to Cartoon Network's New Generations 2011 study that covers 19 Indian cities, 95% of Indian homes have color TVs, 92% of children have access to mobile phones, 22% have access to computers, and 8% have access to internet at home. The survey also says that Indian kids are consuming more media content than ever before. 95% children said they watch TV every day, 38% read newspapers every day, 29% tune into radio daily, 25% surf the internet on a daily basis, 15% play video games every day, and 11% watch films daily.
We've been researching kids, particularly in the area of media consumption actually. Looking at that, television remains a dominant medium for kids, consumed on a daily basis by 100% of kids.
Come out, wherever you are.
Presented by... Little wonder then that marketers spend nearly 750 crore rupees in advertising on the 17 channels for children.
Free Sachin signed digital watch with Boost. Discovery Channel.
For global TV networks such as Discovery, this is an opportunity that must not be missed.
Discovery Channel.
We've applied to the Government of India for a license for Discovery Kids in India. So at some point you should see Discovery Kids as a full-fledged channel in India.
मुझे लगता है कि वो chat किसी underground man ने बनाया है ना?
The myth is that kids like to watch content created exclusively for them. The truth is that many of them watch content created for grown-ups.
Indian children are currently watching a lot of grown-up television. I think this is something that children's channels are specifically trying to address by bringing in more and more entertainment into their programming.
That's not all. Kids today are what the industry likes to call screenagers, who consume content from multiple screens like TVs, mobile phones, gaming consoles and the internet. That highlights the growing importance of interactive digital media in a child's life.
You could start with a 2-year-old and you could go to a 12, 14-year-old as well. From very, very early, sort of almost like little play cards, components which were like building blocks whilst the child is growing up. Those are getting now converted into little touch-based applications for consumers, for kids to play around with.
Take for instance the case of 14-year-old Gaurang Prasad. Gaurang is a PlayStation addict and sneaks in whatever time he can from his studies to play on his Sony PlayStation.
This is it, the final round of the evening.
So what is it that hooks him to these games?
They are much more user-friendly and very modern. Television, all children of this age would like to see is some cricket matches or football matches, which usually occur only on weekends. So other than that, we play video games and computer games.
Gaurang is not alone. According to the New Generation study, 67% of the children surveyed go online to play games, and 33% of them are in the age group of 13 to 14 years. 63% are 11 to 12 years old, 56% are 9 to 10 years old, and as much as 50% are just 7 to 8 years old. And gaming companies are doing all they can to keep the kids thrilled.
Once you get a kid who's in this age group of 4 to 14 to play your games, they are very loyal segment. They give you a huge amount of repeat usage. So right now about 25 to 30% of our total users, which is about 9 million, are this age group. and we really are focusing on generating more content for them to increase that percentage.
Engaging with Tiny Tots is serious business.
ये मुझे कार्टून्स क्यों नजर आ रहे हैं?
जूनपुर में आपका स्वागत है.
And even Bollywood can't afford to stay too far away.
It's absolutely clear that there is an opportunity to create films which are more sharply targeted for children. I mean, we ourselves are going to be releasing in May a very interesting film which is, we expect will appeal not only to families, children, but also youth.
So what kind of films do Indian children like? According to a KPMG FICCI study, more than 30% of children under 14 years of age prefer comic films. Animation comes next with 20 to 30%. Next, it's romance and action films that account for 10 to 20% each.
There used to be children films made earlier, which has not been happening for last few years. And through animation, we are trying to revive it. So you will see a large number of films coming up.
कहानी सुना के कौन सी?
Animation rules not just in films but in television too.
और पैसा कमाना चाहता हूँ.
According to the New Generation study, 60% of kids like to watch cartoon on TV. And even today, Tom and Jerry is the most popular show.
There's phenomenal potential. I think we haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg at this point of time. I think if you look at just in terms of pure consumption of animation today, I think we've just about started consuming animation in a fairly large way. But still, I think it's still a metro or a class A town phenomenon. I think it still needs to percolate down in smaller cities as well.
Well, that will cheer up Indian animation companies. The fact remains that kids' channels get less than 10% of overall television viewership. Which is why creating content for kids is not really child's play.
The time to create this content is phenomenally large. So people run out of patience.
Whilst every producer, every production house, every studio is keen and is developing stories and scripts for children movies, the economics haven't worked so far, unfortunately, which is sad.